that I dare say even surpasses the first game in tone. We still have the rest of the right time because that just shows you right here and now that shit just got real. So yeah, hey everyone, welcome to my Let's Play of Dragon Quest Builders 2. I've been meaning to start this for some time, and I've just been really busy with work. So I decided to, since I have 3 days off for now, I decided to actually get into it now. And also, there's been an update recently where I don't have to essentially eliminate my save in order to have a fresh state to start everything in. So, how you doing, Quilted Dolphin? Yeah, there's a lot to see in this game as we'll go along. Like, there are a lot of mechanics that were added, and there are some that I'm surprised weren't implemented based on the what we see here. Like, one of the things that I thought we could do, but it turns out we cannot do, is tilling fields. Pay close attention to that. That'll actually be a part of the game. Malrob being quite frustrated with his inability to actually make anything. And also Malrob kicking ass. Oh, I love this game. There's one thing to note with this game, and we'll kind of get into that as we play, is that it's one of the few aversions to the trope of two best friends, or the character that you're supposed to. Zora game is okay. I know. Find a designer character. Well, it's gonna be the same as last time. Although. Oh yeah, Wattpad Wednesdays. I'll be doing more of that. Hopefully, I just want to see if I can get one of the guys to be in on the fun with me, because that's really hard to get through. Because Wattpad. I don't know, it depends on what I find. Let's see, okay, this is going to be a descendant of Django from last time. And I'll let it be a girl this time. Why not? I think I'm a pretty dude. I think I'm a pretty attractive fella. Many people have often mistaken my feminine features as being an indication of my gender. And that could not be far from the truth. I am quite dainty as a flower, but I am indeed a... okay. Purple Eyes, got you special. And, she will be named... Django... Okay, yes... I'm trying to think of, like, the weird lore I made up. Okay, Django has several children. Gus, Gustavus, Augustus, Gustav. And I guess he has one daughter named Augusta, because apparently... I didn't even know that that was a female name, but apparently it is. Augusta. No. Come on. I am about to go for Augustus, but that is not right. Yes, I am. Yeah, we have to wait until later on until we can actually change her appearance. Now I can adjust the game settings, confirm, well, we're all good, everything's dandy. So like I said, the update has been out for about a week or so now. That added 2 more slave slots and a bunch of other nifty features. The post game, I haven't really completed everything. I've been trying to fill out the tablets, which are like mission objectives, in order to unlock new items and get mini medals. Unfortunately, I haven't done it all. Sackable Slime, Pixelated Protagonist. These are all DLC items. Well, DLC packs, like, we haven't actually gotten any on. You'll be able to use your downloadable content once you reach a certain point in the game. So right now, we are in the tutorial portion. Venture forward, my children, and destroy all before you. Okay, this text does not need to be on the screen this long. Thus decreed the great and glorious High Priest Harkon, and lo, his minions of mayhem, and march out in rank upon rank to ravish the land and strike fear into human hearts. Our unholy father then gave up his mortal form so that Malrob, master of destruction, might be reborn and the world would be consumed by catastrophe. Oh yeah, this is a sequel to Dragon Quest Builders. Think Minecraft, but with Dragon Quest characters. Alas, mighty Malroth was defeated at the hands of the despicable spawn of Erdrick before Hargon's glorious vision could be brought to life. He said it was a super critical hit. You know this is fake as fuck, because Hargon, if anyone's ever actually played Dragon Quest 2, it does not go... is not a foe you can just smite in one blow. The moon waxed and waned many times since that fateful night, and peace has reigned supreme, and our order has been scattered to the four corners of the earth. Tell me, brothers and sisters, what does a monster do when it's backed into a corner? It bites, I say. We must do everything and anything within our power to bring this world to ruin. Huzzah! Huzzah! Praise Hargon! Praise be to Malroth. Oh, hellish Father, hear our prayer. Deliver us from this world of oblivion. Lead us onwards as we build our dominion of darkness together. So I'm just going to take a sip of this. It's the organic mint and honey sweet leaf green tea. Got this from a regular customer of mine. Nice guy. I probably will be seeing him for a while, unfortunately. Lead us onwards to build your dominion of darkness together. Dragon Quest Builders 2. Hello, Augusta. You are the hero who will save this world. Arise, my child, your destiny awaits. And we already begin with a Earthskirt shot. Stay classy, Japan. The look on your face. I was only ribbing you, my child. You're no hero, I know that much. You're one of them builders, right? No, I'm actually a carpenter. Huh. I know you tell Phyllis. I know a good authority that you're a builder until you can drop the act. Still, you're not a master builder. You might only be an apprentice, but that'll do. I actually got a job for just the last like you. Once you wipe the sleep from your sockets, come meet me up on deck. I mean, I could do that, but the question is, will I? And the answer is no. I'm gonna stay here and die. Good night. Oh. I actually did not know I can do that. Okay, let's get up. Okay, let's examine the poop pot. Pooh! This is a pond. This must be a toilet. It hasn't been empty for some time. Yep, it's just piled up to the brim with shit. No response, just a skeleton. Let's go into a first-person mode for a second. I don't use first-person mode that often in this game as much as I wanted it in the first game. Builder, I have something to tell you. You know you can run by holding R1 while you move the L-shaped mushroom. I know what it is, I'm just joking. That just be come in handy. It's your clear legend, make you sooner or later. Well, a lot of this was already covered with that test run video. I'm sure people didn't watch it. Hello. Oh, hello. I couldn't over hobnobbing with that dreadful dreadnought. So you're Apprentice Billy, aren't you? I was gonna ask if you could come up with a plan to get off of the ship, but I figure march through a rank amateur to figure something like that out. Oh, why in God's name did I ever become a builder? If I had been a farmer or miner said, I'd never be let to rot in the stinking jail. We thought the children of Hargon would all but vanished, but they were running scared. How could they ever turn the tables on us like us? I don't know why I'm like swapping words. Why are you grinning like an idiot? Aren't you afraid of these monsters? Well, you should be. They're members of the children of Hargon. I'd be very careful around them if I were you. Well, these guys specifically, I would be careful around because they are, at this point in the game, probably the most dangerous things in my general vicinity at the moment. I could take this guy, though. Or girl. Ah, Builder, tell me. Do you wish that... Did the children of Hargon frighten you? Do you flee at this floating coffin? The waters are cursed, strange voices carry on the waves, and many a vessel has vanquished into vapor, the crew's victims in an unknown fate. Are you scared? Not as scared as I am, I assure you. I will be off this death trap as soon as the first opportunity. Well, good for you. Let's go see what old Captain Whitebones wants. The stairs are no match for you, I see. Let's keep a good girl down. Ha ha ha. Now, as you no doubt spotted, we are sailing ship on an open ocean and you had no chance of escaping, so don't even bother trying. How'd you get very far anyway? You're nothing but skin and bones. Here, get this down your gullet. It's fresh from the sea captain's table, which is where I sit, by the way. Gaza can remember when she last ate, she thought the food makes her stomach start rumbling. This one thing, down in one, the kelp's pretty tasty, isn't it? The pungent aroma and slimy texture makes for a spine-tingling combination. You should thank you lucky stars you got to scoff at such a scrumptious snack. It'll be the last meal you'll ever eat. Yep, you heard me right. You'll be dead soon enough. But don't worry, you won't be the only one to shovel all this moil coal just yet. I have plenty of hard graft for you to be getting on with first. Let me just check this real quick. All I know about Dragon Quest with the Dragon Bros thing, it's a series that's Square Enix, and it's actually older than it predates Final Fantasy. Like, okay, you said that we're sailing. We are obviously not moving. That water is not even budging. Like, I do like how they tried to give the illusion of movement, but I don't know. Like, it's kind of obvious. Also, the sails aren't moving, and the ship is completely angular, I would have to say. Kind of sharp corner. I can't imagine this thing being able to sail anywhere. You can wipe that liver smirk off your face. I'm not going to send you to the cemetery anytime soon. So long as you have time left in you, I'll give you a chance to hold it all off of it, but you better follow my orders to the letter. What's that? You want to know where you are and what you're doing here? If you're that desperate to find out how far up the creek you are without a paddle, I might add, go and talk to those 5 monsters beneath the flag over there. Okay. They seem like a bunch of good chaps. Trying to jump on this gentleman's head first, though. Very important to me. And his head is too slippery. Middenhall, Cannock, Moonbrook, from forth these 3 kingdoms to the hated heroes of Scions of Agun, Erdrick is laying low. As dying breath, the exalted leader surrender his mortal form to that Malroth, the blood of destruction can be born, and thus he too was vanquished. Does that mean all hope is lost? No, I say. Hargon's ambitions did not perish with him. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but one day he will reduce the world to ruin. I find that unlikely. Hello, Gooman. We are the last surviving members of the Children of Hugon. Hargoon, excuse me. I don't even know why I keep replacing things. The ones that didn't get squished. We're going to bring this world to his knees. All in the name of the great Paris Gugon. With all the slurping, just celebrating at the prospect of squashing you Goomans once and for all. Vince, you are a better version of Nara Answeiler. You make wrestling videos and gaming. Look, Noah Answeiler at this point in time is to be as polite as I possibly can be. He's a bit of a lot of a lech, a lazy lech. But I don't want to don't take away from his ability to actually produce content. Like, he actually was very good. I don't come 1/10 of his. I don't even like come 1/10 of his skill level in regards to his creative talents. To be honest with you. I do appreciate that though. Alright, these ships are swaying side to side. It makes me feel. What's that for? You want to know where we're sailing to? I am on the foggiest. The higher-ups will never tell stuff to a lowly little draki. You're the apprentice builder that we know in Cantlin, aren't you? I must admit, I feel the pang of sympathy for you. It's not very nice to know that your end is nigh. Well, but this is the Little Miss Builder. It's the only apprentice, but you're prancing around and you own the place. Honestly, you can't go anywhere these days without bumping into an insolent, hard little builder helping on doing all the hard work. The world's going down the pan, and if only our only choice is to eliminate the person builder one by one. Well, that's dandy. And I fell down a hole. I don't know, as a builder or a carpenter, These conditions are not satisfactory, and I would like you to do something about it. So you talk to the rest of the crew. A being a little blighter, aren't you? So now you know. We are the last survivors of the children of Harkon, loyal servants of the mighty Master of Destruction himself. That means that you builders are our sworn enemies. We're sent to the Ocean Blue running a pesky vermin like you, along with anyone else who gets in our way. You want to know where we're going to go do with all these builders? Only the higher ups know for sure, but I have no bones about it. I reckon you lot are up for the chop. Still, that doesn't mean we can't make the most of the little time we got left. Just be thankful that you can be some benefit as your final moment draws ever closer. Oh well. When you gotta go, you gotta go. Listen up, builder. Unless you want to spend the rest of your life behind bars, or worse, you'll do as I say. So here's the deal. Last night's storm messed up my ship pretty good and proper, and I want you to make things ship shape around here. To start with, I want you to break all the driftwood strewn about the deck, and bring me the wood when you're done. So go on, chop chop. Nobody tells me what to do, because I do it willingly anyway. I don't really need to be instructed. I'm punching driftwood. God damn, this is a manly activity. Well, my deck is looking all bit because that wood falls on you. Suppose we're giving you a chance to save your sorry skin, will tend to give you a kick in the coccyx. You want to know why I'm giving you this chance? Truth is, as a sworn servant of the Master of Destruction, I'm not supposed to fraternize with your kind, but considering this is the state of my ship, I ain't got no choice. Anyway, it's not like you have a proper builder. You're only an apprentice at the end of the day, so I'm sure it's fine. You wouldn't forsake me for this little thing, right? Anyway, I think we've chewed the fat long enough. If you want to cling to your life a little longer, I suggest you continue building like the dutiful little builder that you are. Just remember that you can get all sorts of useful materials by smashing things up, so be careful that what you bash doesn't bash back. Okay. Okay, what else do you want? You're not one. Since the moment I let you off that cell, you've been scurrying around my deck, chatting with my crew without a care in the world. If anything, oh wait, you actually enjoy this. There must be something wrong with you, but I can't explain it any other way. I mean, why else would you wear that dopey grin on your dopey mush? Faced with the same fate, most prisoners would be scared witless, but not you. You what? You look like that when you always got someone's got a job for you. It seems you're almost scared of us after all. I better keep you busy, or who knows what you might try to pull. Luckily, there's plenty for you to be stewed with. For starters, some of the boys on deck got jobs that need doing. Report back to me when you've sorted them out. How similar is this to Minecraft? It's more combat oriented. The combat in this game is not really... like, it's not really involved. I think most of the combat involves basically setting up a stage to properly dispose of things. That's the most effective means of getting rid of things. Although the weapons in this game can be pretty fun to use. I've been watching you, builder. I saw you scrambling around the deck, greedily pocketing all the wood you can find. Raiding timbers that struck last night, wash our navigation lights overboard. Those things can be rebuilt, can they not? To wit, I wish for you to use the wood you collected to make some new torches. You see the worn out bench over there? Use it to make 5 torches. Here, I believe you need this oil to craft them. Once you have the torches, you must put them back to the proper locations. 5 blocks will be assigned. Or bench on the front. Blah, 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 blah. I know. Not fail me, builder. Craft the 5 torches and put them in place, and return to me when you finish the task. Yes, sir. Or ma'am, I don't know. Stop people. Yeah, I know how to put things down. Come on now. Yeah, that's another difference this game has from the original, is that, oh shit. Oh shoot, come on. Putting in the wrong area. There's this handy little, frame here that they'll show you where everything's got the potential to be placed. It really is useful. Now, what are we gonna do with this last one? Where are we putting, oh. Oh, darn it. There's a lot of quality of life updates in this sequel that make it so much more enjoyable to play than your first game. It seems you've done exactly as I asked. The guiding flames. It seems the guiding flames burn as brightly as before. For such a ship as ours, they could do with a bit more sinister, if I do say so myself, but I shan't complain. The deck is illuminated once more. I must say, your propensity toward to create and settle me, not that it matters. You will soon outlive your usefulness. But your work is not over yet. There are others aboard this ship that might find the use for your... Go to them, I pray. Excuse me. I don't know why I yawn whenever I read out loud. Well, if it isn't a so-called builder. Anyone who thinks you're underplaced the way you're strutting around this deck, what's with that attitude? You're running errands for the boys and captain's orders and you want to give me a job to do? Tell you what, you can help me relieve the boredom of being stuck on this good-for-nothing ship, as long as you're not afraid to put your life on the line. Truth is, I've always wondered whether builders can fight. How would you feel going one-on-one with a monster? Oh, you! Why aren't you taking a swing at this kid? Let's try not to kill her, eh? Alright, better put your dukes up. I warned you that skeletons are a proper head case. Come find me when the fight's finished, if you can still walk. Square up, bitch. Wow, you suck. Well, you're a better boxer than you look. I'll give you that. Still, the only thing that those pathetic punches hurt was my pride. Not that I should be surprised bony... you're pretty bony for someone to claim to be a builder. That doesn't exactly bode well for your future, does it? Luckily for you, you don't have a future to speak of at all. I'd be off with you and go tell that Boonsa how much of a weakling you are. Hey, fight worse than a wet washcloth. You fight like a crow's cadaver. You builders aren't really cut out for combat after all. Have you played Dragon Quest VI? Yes, they are. Well, that guy was a carpenter. I don't know if that counts. A likely story you've been best. So yeah, we're gonna basically we got a book right there. Yeah, we've come up with a recipe for the Cypress Stick, the weakest weapon in Dragon Quest. You what? You've looked at how to break a Cypress Stick? Are you telling me that builders can invent things as make them? I just stand around looking dumb. Let's put your money where your mouth is and make the Cypress Stick then. Okay. Yeah, I know. I'm dumb, but I'm not stupid. Okay, so we're gonna make us a Cypress Stick. And as soon as we can find the necessary item to do so, we're gonna make it so that we're always equipping the Cypress Stick. So has he fought a Watch Club? Where's the lore on that? You're gonna look at the expanded material for Dragon Quest. This character is actually a very serious individual. Like, he's a very big deal in the Dragon Quest universe. The girl returns, the Cypress Stick in hand, the Lilith departs. So let's go, yes. Let's viciously beat this gentleman till he dies because I killed him. There we go. Compound fracture. Oh, bone-crushing defeat. I don't know if I can pick myself up after this one. Go on then, lass. Brag about beating me to the Boonsan. Are you alright? Oh, okay, we can just say the same thing. Well, you certainly gave that back Bones a good thing. Look at the state of him. The only thing he's good now is being a dog. You what? You feel a bit sorry for him? Ah, that's a new one. I wager no human ever shared cheer for a monster before. Just don't think you can butter me up by tickling my funny bone. Anyway, thanks for that, builder. It certainly helped pass the time and nothing else. I think I even learned something today. You builders are useless in the fight, but when a weapon in hand, you're nothing to sneeze at. When you're not just done for the day, not by a long shot. I got a feeling that in my bones, there's someone on board that needs a helping hand. No, okay. You alright? There's no response, just a pile of bones. Yep, definitely just a pile of bones. You get no response out of me. I mean, I'll be honest, I don't know, the character might feel sympathy for you, but I certainly don't. If you can't handle a beating like that. Let's see what's really hood up here. Screw human, what are you doing up here? Are you thinking of work? Are you... What was it? Don't work too, I just love... Truant, I don't know, care who... Peter, can I well thank you spoken with the crew. For not dream monster, they're a friendly bunch, wouldn't you say? I just worry that they've gone a bit soft, since hard on the Lord throwing peace to return. We better not get the wrong idea. Human and the monster have never been the mech. We're enemies. They always have and always will be. Well, now, you know, with that attitude, you might as well say that. Let's go help Susan over here. I'm assuming your name is Susan. My, you've been a bit busy, little lady, haven't you? First you made those torches, and now a cypress stick. Well, one can hardly call oneself a builder without the tools of the trade. Where are yours, builder? Do you have any? No. Alas, not. None other than a simple cypress stick. You have a single tool to your name. Such a shame. Oh, these could be... I am curious, like, why... Okay, so they confiscated this from another builder. I'm assuming that the implication is that that builder was dead, and they just took the gloves off of him. Because otherwise, I don't know why they wouldn't just have the builder who's well-equipped to deal with this, you know, do it themselves. I don't know, then again, these guys don't strike me as the guys who, you know, oh, sorry, didn't mean to talk to you. They don't strike me as the type of guys who have put a lot of thought into their decisions. Yeah, this is one item that was not in the first game. The gloves, which allow us to essentially pick up blocks without having to break them. Wonderful. 6 perfectly positioned barrel. I would agree that a pair of gloves is an indispensable tool for any budding builder. Sorry. Workshop. Blah blah blah. I'm sorry about seeming very dismissive about this. I just want to get on with the passive tutorial. Also order. I feel that your time longer may be short, but your fate is not for me to decide. That's the captain's responsibility. Okay. You deserve more people on your streams. Oh, thanks. Up here, the attendant. Everyone's there. Now, hurry along. Let's talk to the captain. Let's see what Captain Whitebones has to say. That is this guy. Not me being smart. This is this guy's name. Looks like you've done everything asked of you. Yeah, let's see a human working your fingers to the bone for us monsters without a word of complaint either. Not before, and I'm sorry. You actually like this sort of thing. You're a proper reader, aren't you? Still, I won't be satisfied until I hear the horse's mouth. So speak, do you enjoy building things? That's why I bought this game. Oh, of course you do. What? It's what gets you out of bed in the morning. I can tell from looking at your fleshy face. You got the makings of a master crafter. And that's why we can't let you live. Oh. What? Well, what with you builders being our mortal enemies and everything, I can't have you running around the stern like Billy Ho, can I? I'm sorry to say this again. We're gonna sever that smiling skull from your shoulders right now. Come on, pussy, do it. Ah, I'm just tickling your ribs. I look so scared. It's not like I was actually gonna lop off your noggin. Well, at least as long as you say I'm a good side, that is. Well, I saw the opening to this game. You guys seem to have a proclivity towards that. After all, I wouldn't want you to lose that willing worker like you. I reckon that you and me of a cracking little cabin girl. And what's more, I like the cut of your jib. What do you say, lassie? Would you join my skeleton crew? Not to say anything. I know that you're overcome the joy with thanking me right now. There's something else I've been meaning to ask you. What's that big book you've been looking around? I've never seen anything like it before. Where'd this rain come from? Oh, we have to... Okay, basically, let's get out of here. In your opinion, what is better, Minecraft or Dragon Quest Builders? I don't know if the two are really... I mean, besides the, you know, the forging and building aspect of it, I don't really know how comparable the two are. This is your worlds are great, and yours to destroy. I naturally enjoy, like I would say, Minecraft, Dragon Quest Builders too, more than I do Minecraft. But that's because I've been such a fan of the series for so long. Like I think the first Dragon Quest game I ever played was in middle school, because when I was living in a shelter, I had someone next door to us who it was like I said, kind of like an apartment building, and the person next to us had like a copy of Dragon Quest 8. And I played that, fell in love with it, and at some point later on I got Dragon Quest Dragon Quest Monsters for the Game Boy Color, and I was blown away how good it was. I think it was the other way around. If I really stopped to ponder, I went to a used game shop, found Dragon Quest Monsters, and then I thought that Dragon Quest was just basically like a Pokemon style series, and then I found out that they're actually a series of RPGs. When I was like playing Dragon Quest, I was like, when are we gonna catch the first monster? Why am I using humans to fight? Oh, hey, Clothiers, you gawking at? Don't you hear me? I told you to get your flesh realm down below into the hole. It's far too dangerous for a landlubber like you. Everything alright over here, fellas? I love slime so much. They're adorable. What are you cowering for? Is he dead over there? Which building was it confiscated from? I really want to know. We're doomed. Doom, I say. What a way to go. Doesn't think couldn't get any worse. The mother all starstruck. My luck just ran out. I'm about to get soaked. Great. You builder, now is not the time to run our feet in our faces. Put a stop to all this sugar. I shall be very cross. Well, I don't have a key, so, we have quite the conundrum on our hands. Well, what the heck is going on? Oh god, another upskirt shot. You have no restraint, do you, Japan? You're right, builder? I can't just stop to help the human. I gotta get to the hold. Hawk Server, this is bad. This is really bad. Hey, builder, get your pony back upside up here pronto. Okay. Let me just wake up from dying. Gotta put that there just to spite you. Oh dear, that's a problem. Over here, builder. No. What took you so long? Oh, get out of my face. I strapped up to the... Let's say, if we don't fix this fast, we'll be heading down to Jeffrey Jones' locker. Oh, I forgot what accent I gave him. I don't know if this will work, but try cramming a crate into the hole. You got a pair of gloves, don't you? So use them. Sure. Yeah, I'm a hero. That was a close shake off. Like, but you did it. You saved my... Oh, throw me about, not more holes. Well, somebody redhead had on script. I'll take it in more water. I'll have to do something. Plug all the holes. Right. Okay, come on. Nothing personal, man. I really do like you, but I want to just hurry up with this tutorial so I can get into the meat of the game and show everyone just how funky, fresh, and dapper this game is. Did I miss one? Oh. Whoa. Yeah. I think this is the last one for now. The funny thing is, if you actually watch the test footage, after this section is done, this is where the game, the video stopped. And it seems like I shut it off prematurely, but that's not the case. It's just that the old PS3 I had overheated when, there were multiple particles on the, multiple objects on screen, and it just shut itself off. That's basically where the tutorial ends. But now, who knows how much long... Oh, throw me a bone. What's on? Right here is when it crashed. Holy moly, look at that one. We don't have enough crates to sell it big of that size. This is it, builder. No story, you don't forget about me, builder. Oh. Yeah, this is where the I didn't get to show it, but in the opening, the character's like out, like seems to be drowning in the ocean. Oh, we can see the whole thing. And we get to see this also wonderful image again. Vince, are you a PlayStation guy or an Xbox guy? I would say I'm a PlayStation guy more than an Xbox, if only because I didn't really grow up with Xbox as much as I did PlayStation. Like, I don't really have any loyalty. It's a matter of what's the most, practical for me at the time. I bought this. Honestly, I bought this game just. I bought my new PS4 Plus just to play this game. And I had a bunch of other games I bought, like Red Dead 2 and whatnot. And I don't know. I'm trying to get back into Red Dead 2 because it's a fun game. It's just that I'm not a very patient dude. Oh, look at our garden. I don't know why you're showing her gardening. I can't do that later on. Everyone else has to do it for me. Oh yeah, I played the thing is also, Sean, aka Third of Clubs, bought, the first Builders game for me, and he got it for Christmas for me, and I really did appreciate that. And I swore when I finally got, found some gainful employment that I could pay him back, that I would, by getting him, Builders 2. And so, that's basically the long and short of why I went out of my way to basically save up my money just so I could, get that. It's not just because it was Dragon Quest, it's also because I wanted to return the favor for a very nice gesture that a friend of mine did. I'm happy because I got to give him the deluxe edition. Because neither of us got to play the DLC that was for the first game, which had, well, I don't think it had much. It had like 1 or 2 items and cherry blossom trees. There's a lot more DLC for the second game than there is the first game. I still would recommend playing Dragon Quest 1, although, I mean, you have to bear in mind that if you played this and before Dragon Quest 1, you're kind of making a mistake. Like, it's best to go in sequential order. Okay, I'm tired of the upskirt shots. Please stop. Augusta woke up on a sandy shore. Itsuchi washed up on a desert island, along with the wreckage of a skeleton ship. She decides to look around and see what she sees. But before we do that, we need to collect some seaweed because we are about to starve if we don't. Oh, this setup. I forgot how darn pretty this game is. There we go. Eat all that seaweed. Delicious. And let's, come on. Suddenly, Augusta hears a voice. There's nothing here. This whole place is deserted. Where is this place anyway? How did I even get here? The voice seemed to be coming from the other side of that rocky outcrop. Augusta might be able to dig through the sand to get to the other side. How do I know it's not a burglar? Or a rapist? Or a rapist burglar? A burglar who burgles rapists? Oh, seaweed's good for you. Hello? I heard random mummering. Isle of Awakening, the land of infinite opportunity. Oh, excuse me. I do love the use of the classic Dragon Quest songs in this game, by the way. Like, Heavenly Flight gets used later on, and it's not for a situation that you would expect, because Heavenly Flight, when you hear it, is a very majestic, swooping, soaring track, and the situation it's used for is very morose. It has such a strange color. If I died and gone to heaven, or hell more likely. Well, what's that noise? Hey, Bunches! What the heck? Who the heck are you? We don't use words like that in this stream, sir. Finally, a live one. So, you wouldn't happen to know how we wound up here, have you? I'm trying to think of a... I don't know, Malroth is a very curious sort. I don't know how to... if he even needs an accent. So you were on that ship that sank. And then you woke up on this beach? Then how come you didn't cark it too? What's your story? Your name's Augusta and you're an apprentice builder? Never heard one of them before. Congratulations, I guess. Anyway, my name's Malroth. Want to come see something really gruesome? Follow me. What's the matter? You're not squeamish, are you? Come on, you won't be disappointed. Right, this way. I'm a-coming. I can't run very far. I'm wearing a dress. Give me a break. Oh, it's what? Oh. Oh, dead people. Oh, that's what I call dead in the water. I bet you've never seen anything like this before. Seems like you and me are the only survivors of that shipwreck. What's that? You don't remember seeing me on board? Well, I wasn't on your ship. How did I... What the... Oh, that girl isn't dead after all. Sounds like she's pretty bad way. Wish it the right thing to put her out on her misery. Oh, poor thing. Ugh. Where am I? How did I get here? Eep. You're pirates, aren't you? Pirates, aren't you? Filthy freebooting brigands that are here to take me captive and demand a ransom for my booty. Wah! There she goes. She's got a mouth on her, doesn't she? There's only one way to make sure she shuts up for good. Well, I'll do the honors. The response just according. That's what I love about the Dragon Quest series. Like, there is... It's a very odd... Oh no, the slime's dead too. Oh... It's a very colorful, light-hearted looking series, and then you have like serious subject matters that gets sprinkled on, and it's a very odd thing to see. Before we go any further, let's fix up this house. Gotta get ahead on this quest. There we go. We've made a room. And we still got a cypress stick from the tutorial. Oh yeah, Malroth will help collect materials for us. We're out like scavenging. Get away from me, you villains! You're gonna take me captive at least to take me out to dinner first. Oh, I will know but nothing but sand, rocks, a few corpses to keep us company. You must have washed up here with Augusta when your ship sank. Just a moment, do I know you? Yes, I remember. You're that builder from the ship. The one who ran around grinning like those horror monsters blocked orders at you. I knew you were in cahoots with them, so what does it... That means this is all your fault. Well, what are you going to do about it? They're going to make things that we need to survive while we wait for a rescue party. Oh, well, alright. You want a rank amateur like yourself should be able to use that worn-out bench to make the most basic essentials. I'm Lulu, by the way. Now, what do we need to hold out until help arrives? Make a room. Already did that. 2 blocks high, needs to get a door to get in and out. Why not this old shack? This is rather worse for wear, but I'm sure you can fix the place up. Establish some materials. Yeah, I've done that. Thank you. Cook some food in the bonfire. No idea how long it'll take us from the search party to locate us, so we need enough sustenance to tide us over until we're rescued. There's bound to be a scallywinkel on shore, and they're edible as long as you get them a grilling on the bonfire first. So like Chibi Robo game that's cute and colorful, but dealt with gambling loss, death, gambling loss, and addiction. Yeah, pretty much. And a lot of dying in Dragon Quest. Might as well put them to use. Yeah, blah 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 blah, but beautifully make beds. Right, don't start telling us what to do, bossy boots. Who made you the lady anyways? I'll pipe down you, Neanderthal. You don't even have the common decency to wear a proper shirt. Who do you think you're impressing anyone with those oh so mighty muscles? Say it again, I'll show you how mighty these muscles are. Well, Builder, can you do a favor, won't you? Save me from the savagery. Sure. That's wonderful. I knew you'd do exactly as I asked. Now you can see these little types of training exercises if you'd like. Then you become a full-fledged brother. You have to be to thank for it. Training exercises? Who does this girl think she is? Remember what I said about putting her out of our misery? How about we put misery? How about putting us out of our misery? I don't know. I am not good at reading out loud. I apologize. That girl really gives me a hump. First she won't stop whinging, and then the moment she wants something done, she's barking orders like we're her servants. I'll let her boss you around, okay? You're building at the end of the day, but not her skivvy. Yeah, I don't know if she's trying to hear too, but doesn't mean you have to help her. Don't be such a soppy sad cave. She's a castaway at the end of the day. Same as us. You've got to look out for number one. That's my motto. By the way, is there something I'll be mean to ask? You know how you said you were a builder? Is that like something to do with a duck's nose? Oh, whatever this builder bit is all about, I'll help you, but only so I don't have to hang around with her. So, hey, you decide which one of her errands you want to do first? If it was up to me, I'd mend the walls while we're here. Just stuff some planks in the walls and presto, we build ourselves a brand new room, right? To be honest, I blanked down the rest of her requests. Speak to her again if you need a reminder. Augusta, you repaired my room. It took you 50 years to notice. Now I have something to hide in safety should the monsters attack. Not bad for a base apprentice. Just so you know, a room has to have a door and the walls at least 2 blocks high. That's the first rule of rooms. Anyway, Era's so happy to have a proper place to stay, and you two are very welcome to stay by anytime you like. What do you mean happy to stay by? I built it. I'm pretty satisfied with the new room. Next up is dinner. She wanted to cook some of those scallywinkles by the fire, did she? There's something that you can do? This game is dark. Half of the character half of the characters in the game are dead and alive. Yeah, basically. Oh, it gets worse from here. Well, yeah, I don't want to say this game is gloom and doom. It's a very silly game at the same time. You invent a bonfire. You know how to build them if you have enough materials. All you need is some wood and oil and a workbench. Well, that's all you'll need. I could give you some. I wrung out slime on the way here earlier here. Was that dead? Wait. Was it that dead one we found? Did you kill that slime? Was it alive and you just killed it? Alright, let's go find some scallywinkles. But also, let's collect as much seaweed as we can because we need to keep our strength up. It is our favorite meal after all. Is there such a thing as a seaweed burger? Like, you know, using seaweed instead of, I know it's like seaweed chips and whatnot, but I'm trying to think if there's ever been seaweed burgers that use like seaweed instead of lettuce. How's the spinach burgers and whatnot? I don't know why I'm talking about food. I guess I'm just really, really fat, and I really want to think about food because I'm fat. I'm about to say I'm hungry, but there's rarely an instance in my life where I am not hungry. Get more goo! In the first game, there used to be like 2 separate types of slime that you would collect from them, like oil, and it'd be like blue oil from the blue slimes and orange oil from the cheese slimes. But now it's just regulated to 1, which I think is actually a better idea. You know, you don't have to worry so much about things taking up space. Oh yeah, I forgot we have a sprint button. So then that separates us considerably from the first game because the only time we could go faster is if we had the Bashmobile, which is like a rocket car. We could like just ram into enemies and kill them. And having the meteorite placement on. The meteorite placement increases your walking speed. So we gotta find those scallywinkles, those pink things over there. That's. Oh, Gus, I want to ask you something. I keep hearing about making materials and builders, but what does any of that actually mean? You smash things you find here to get material, which you use to make new stuff? That would being a builder's all about. Yeah, okay. I think I'm starting to get a clear picture of what you guys do. How come I don't know that already? Hey, look, they might be 10 a penny where you come from, but I'm telling you, I've never met a builder before. Not that I remember anyway. When I get my memory back, I'll tell you all about my blissful builder-free childhood. In the meantime, if you need any help in smashing stuff, then I'm your man. I pretty much destroy everything I touch. You see those scallywinkles that Lulu was asking for, they might come in handy. Also, they might be knocking, I don't know. Why do I insert words? Am I going crazy, or is there actually seaweed tea? I think there is. I wouldn't really be surprised. Like, I haven't finished it all. I still have a box full of, lemon ginger tea that I need to finish. You just reminded me of that. And that funny looking thing you got there. I want to be one of those winkles that I've been hearing by any chance. Not pretty fishing me. The way at them roll, we'd be chucking up chunks into the break of dawn, and that's something I'd rather avoid. Yeah, I know, we gotta cook it, brother. Is it a British accent or is it Australian? I don't know. I am awful at accents, and that's one of the reasons why I like hanging out with Bad Creepypasta crew, because I like to torture them with the stereotypical accent that doesn't even match the stereotype that I'm trying to go for. I just gotta take a moment to. That is some good stuff. That's some good. What is it again? Let me see. Mint and honey. That's a good combination. Mint and honey green tea. I sound all fancy right now. I gotta drink it with my pinky up. When in doubt, pinky out. There we go. Let's keep on moving. Kill you till you die. Get some dry grass because you never know when we might need it. I was kind of hoping that after you beat the game that there will be a new game plus, and to my knowledge, I don't think there is anything like that. I think this is kind of one of the games that kind of warrants a new game plus. I would say that, what's it called? Wait a minute, let me see. No, I don't have. I thought like, oh, does it save all the recipes after you beat the game? Because the first game did that, but then again, the first game had a lot of things that needed ironing out. And I think that probably was one of the things that was unintentional more than anything else. But let's stop jibber jabbering right now and make us a fire, a bonfire, if you will. What is your opinion on Creepy Leaks? I mean, you were a part of the Creepypasta community. I did a video on that. I'm kind of embarrassed by it because I think I got a little bit too heated. Not even a little bit. I did get heated. At some point, I challenged what's his name, Vince Vinacaba, to a fist fight because the shit he was talking about, basically beating up not Mr. Creepy, but beating up Slime Beast because Slime Beast had the nerve to give him justify copyright strike when he told him straight up that don't monetize my work because my work is not something that I want monetized, and I actually have the papers to prove that I actually legally own it. But yeah, on the Creepy Leaks thing, yeah, it kind of showed what people kind of assumed about him, that Mr. Creepypasta was kind of sleazeball. The question of whether or not he did anything illegal, I don't think he did, and I don't want to assert that because I don't think it's something that could be. I don't think it's something that is a jailable offense, what he's been accused of. But I do think it speaks to his character. I don't care for Mr. Creepypasta and his ilk, especially Old Man Murphy. Old Man Murphy comes off as a colossal fucking jackass, like regardless of what side he takes. Like he's a loud, brash, arrogant dickhead. And everything he doesn't like, he's like, oh, that's what Donald Trump would do. Like, we're talking about something in the Creepypasta community, like is that really your only frame of reference as to bad things in the world? This Donald Trump? Oh no, there was some hubbub some time ago when Slime Beast, he had. Okay, I'm gonna just pause this for a while. Or not a while. Okay, let me keep going. So let's keep going. I can talk and do this at the same time. Although it almost seems like I can't do it. But let's try some seaweed while we're at it. I love that. He's like, he sees me burn the food, like, oh, you threw the thing on the fire. Like, there's a world full of people who don't know about basic concept like cooking. Mr. Like, when Slime Beast approached Bad Creepypasta about the video, he approached with a kind of I wouldn't say aggressive, or like a more assertive tone than some people, I guess, were accustomed to seeing. And at first it seemed like it was kind of off base, and that he like was needlessly I don't know, needlessly cross, I suppose I think is a term I'm going for. But learning more and more about what he has dealt with in the past, it puts into better puts into perspective why he would approach the matter in such a way from the get-go. And because he has dealt with people numerous times who are popular in the creepypasta community, who have been less than honest with him and have tried to paint him as some kind of bad guy, despite him having justifiable reasons for wanting his work to be demonetized and whatnot. And that's one of the reasons why I that aroma. Yes, you can have it. Fine, I got it plenty. Who cares? And that's one of the reasons why I the salt of the seaside the scent of seaside combines perfectly with the gravelly crunch of the sand and grains. It's simply irresistible. Yeah, we can make more stuff. And now we just need to build some beds. Yeah, like I was saying, it really does put shit into perspective for me, and that's one of the reasons why I approached him to begin with, is that when I notice large swaths of people confronting one person, and I have the natural instinct to try to hear that person out and see what the hubbub is about. I don't like mob mentality, and I don't like group dynamics, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't like intergroup politics. I don't want someone to be outed of the kicked out of a community just because they do or say something that we don't abide by. I mean, I don't consider myself a part of the creepypasta community, oddly enough. I enjoy horror literature, I enjoy creepypasta, but in general I try to distance myself from communities. I think the only one I would openly say that I'm involved with is maybe the bad creepypasta community, I would have to say. Like Jacob Sherwood and his friends, but that's because I've known Jacob long enough, and I've interacted with his fans long enough to comfortably gauge how much I wanted to interact with them, and I've determined that Jacob is a guy that I don't mind chilling with, and his friends are really cool. And what separates Jacob from a lot of other content creators that I've seen, that because there have been times in the past where Jacob has done. There's bubbles coming out from the sand right there. I just noticed it. See that? Does that mean anything? No, it does not. There have been times where Jacob has done or said things that I didn't agree with, and when I bring it to his attention or try to explain my perspective on it, and he comes to see how I understand it. We talk things out. He's willing to make capitulations and apologize for something when you explain to him in what way that you feel that it's a wrong. or he'll offer his side of the story and like explain why it's a misconception, or maybe you're taking things a little too seriously. Like, you know, it's a very what's the word? It's not complicated. That's a too strong a word. It's not simplistic. It's not a simplistic way of doing things. And that's kind of why I appreciate Jacob, because you can talk to him if you have agreements with him. And that's one of the problems that a lot of creepypasta authors seem to have. Like, you know, weirdos like Slime Beast and Mr. Angry Dog, is that they seem to be completely unable to show any sense of leniency when it comes to speaking of their work or whatnot. And to be clear, I want to make this clear. I don't think there's anything wrong with being upset that someone said something bad about something you work hard on. Like, I think it's a natural gut reaction. Like, I know a lot of people try to play it off like it's not that big a deal, but like, you know, like to some degree, you could be. People are a little bit miffed whenever someone lays into their work something that they worked really hard on. I think everyone, to varying degrees, is guilty of that. I've been guilty of it before. Like, it's a natural reaction. The problem comes when you see it fit to act on those that gut reaction instead of taking the time to really, I don't know, like temper yourself, calm down, and see how best to properly approach it. And it really worked to digest to digest what's been told to you, and to assess whether or not there's actual legitimacy towards what's been claimed. I'm kind of talking a lot about something that's really pointless. But the overall point I'm trying to make, I'm kind of needlessly bloviating right now, is that yeah, the whole Creepy Elite shit. I actually had to kind of get my own part in it, making a video. I went and talked to people behind the scenes, and someone who it's been some time ago, but I gave my word that I wouldn't say who it was. You know, they were forthright with some certain, like a lot of information. Although I will say that, I don't know if this makes any sense, but I didn't get the impression that he was lying. I got the impression that he was being lied to by Mr. Creepypasta, and Mr. Creepypasta was basically saying shit that he knew would sound good and make himself sound better. So yeah, I'm fine with I'm kind of past the Creepy Elite. It's kind of old news now, and Mr. Creepypasta, from what I've seen, isn't as prominent a figure as he used to be in the creepypasta community. And then again, I don't know how much that has to do with him, and more that to do with the fact that creepypasta as a genre on the internet kind of is falling to the wayside. Not many people are all that interested in it anymore. Yeah, Lulu's an odd sort. As for you, Mothra, there's a perfect opportunity to observe a little culture, maybe some manners. I can never determine how much I just like, if I like Lulu or if I don't. Like, 'cause she's always demanding, but she's also, she's completely demanding, but she's also like she's also extremely positive. Who do you think will win in a boxing match, Slimebee or JC Hyena? I'm assuming maybe, I don't know, because I don't know what JC Hyena looks like. I kind of assume that Slimebeast would. I'm not even saying because I kind of like the guy, but you know, there's a lot of people I don't like that I know for a fact could beat the shit out of Slimebeast and myself. I'm not basing this opinion on whether or not they're likable people. Yeah, Slimebee seems like a guy who can handle himself in a fight. Alright, guys, yeah, well, Melroth wants to try building something. So he's gonna try his hand at building. You can do it, buddy. Oh, that's not right. Where'd you get that mallet? Damn it, why isn't it working? Oh, don't sweat it, Malroth. Like, not everyone. You know, I can't destroy things as well as you can. You can't build things as well as I can. There's one thing that kind of struck me as curious about this game, and that's the nature. Like, there's a kind of theme here with the duality with creation and destruction, and I think the theme here is that one needs the other to get along. You know, judging what was written by JC is not that strong. I wouldn't necessarily go by that. At the same time, he seems like a prominent internet tough guy, so I guess that's a fair assumption to make. I'm talking. You're not necessarily talking about the story. You're talking about his posts where he kind of goes off on people and acts like a big Billy badass. I think of all people, like I think maybe Mr. Angry Dog could probably Evil Aura, huh? I know how to fight, boyo. I think if anyone, Mr. Angry Dog could probably like do decently in a fight. The dude's, I'm not saying that size is everything, but the dude's literally like 6'8". I'm trying to think of like the logistics of I know Jacob's been in a few fights and he actually has I think he actually trained in a discipline, although in what discipline I can't remember. I think he's either a black belt or a green belt or something. I can't remember what he told me. It's been a long time since he last told me. Oh, so the bubbles here are scallywags or scallywinkles. Matt most definitely would win in a fight against, I think, both JC the Hyena and Slime Beast. Like, Matt doesn't, like, he's either seemed like a fat dude, but I don't know, like, I'm always leery about people who, like, love fighting, and Matt seems like the kind of guy who really likes to throw it out, especially with everything I've been told about his, like walking up to a guy who, like, I think, we did a high five. Oh, what was that? When you stuck your hand out, I just had the irresistible urge to slap it. Yeah, Matt, like, breaking someone's, like, okay, it's like someone threw something at Jacob when Matt and him were walking by, and then Matt walked all the way back, and then, like, stomped on the guy's leg and broke it. Yeah. Matt's not a guy I want to, he's someone I would like to have in a bar fight. That and Boss Rudin. I never thought of myself touchy-feeling type when I make an exception for this high-five malarkey. Anyway, how did you enjoy the battle? I don't know about you, but I'm feeling fitter already. Yeah, unlike the first game, we can actually increase our levels from defeating enemies. And when we do our HP increases, that's the only thing that increases for us, but Malroth actually gets stronger in the conventional sense. Like, his stats improve in general. Yeah. Augusta. I'm glad I met you. What do you say we explore the whole island together, just you and me? But let's do it tomorrow. I'm about to crank out any second now. But yeah, yeah, that's the kind of the theme of the creation and destruction are kind of cemented with Malroth and how you two interact with each other. Malroth is basically throughout the game kind of like your bodyguard while you get building done. Like right now, like I mean, you may not seem that impressive, but later on he becomes like a fucking beast. I mean, you just ignore how evil he looks with his pointy ears, red eyes, horn-shaped head. Logan on Wall Street once said Toby is weak. Well, that's because Logan is a savage. I don't know, like, I don't know, I've never even talked to Logan once. I haven't had any interaction with him, and I'm like, every time I see Jacob put out a video that, like a movie that Logan made, I feel like an old proud uncle. I don't know, I like kids in general when I think about it. Like, that's one of the things at work, well, I got like a little candy dish. Like it's mostly for me. Like it's like a cinnamon and butterscotch candies, and I have it for me to get to the day because you know, I gotta maintain my sugar somehow. And anytime I would have this thing where if a kid answers a math problem correctly, I would give them a piece of candy, and I would even give it to them even if they get it wrong. I'm like, well, you know what? I didn't know the answer either. Here you go. Although I'm not very good with teenagers. I think, teenagers and whatnot. I'm not good with them once they've learned old enough to talk back, I guess. Oh well, teach his own. I'm good with kids, but I don't want kids of my own. Definitely not. Because I'll be happy to just stay being the cool uncle, you know, or fun uncle. Did she take her shoes off? Oh. I don't know why, the way it looked like the shoes off. I think it's because she was laying on the hay. Good morning, you two. I hope you start smiling as our new life at Castaway officially begins. And then, eek! No! Oh, well, what is it, Lulu, a monster? Mine's my Scallywinkle. It's disappeared. What? Alright, Malroth, I know it was you. I purposely only ate half of my seared scallywackle last night, so I can have the rest for breakfast now. Give it back this instant. What are you wondering about? I haven't touched your half-bunch malt tonight. Huh? Oh, what's going on this time? Hey, you two, you gonna come see this? Here's a culprit. There's a monster that stifled my scallywaggle. Vince, you embody anybody. You're so strong and destroyed the internet, pure rage. I have this mindset where I never know. I want to know. It's like I could actually consider like training for boxing, like seeing about classes, but then I realized I would actually take a punch, and I don't want to know. I want to find out if I'm able to take a punch. You know. Like I'm a marshmallow anyway. I don't like that. I always phrase it like this. I'm the most violent, angry pacifist you'll ever meet. Like, I will say horrible things, but I don't make threats. Alright, let's go chase after that Hammerhood. Oh, we did animation too. Like, I don't know if you guys saw that. Hold on, let's zoom in a bit. Look at that, isn't that cool? I didn't like. That's a pretty nifty little thing there. Wait, I didn't know I could do it that fast though. Hold on, move, guys, come on. That's so sweet. All those little touches that make this game so great. Look how nice this looks. God damn. But yeah, everything's like all blocky and polygonal, but it just looks so nice. Oh, this way, be quickly now. Don't give me orders, you rude bastard. No monsters, me. The sky turned a funny color. Who cares about the stupid sky? I want my breakfast, and you two are jolly well better help me get it back. Yeah, this character is quite curious. Like I said, Lulu is bossy and demanding, and I don't know why I just don't dislike her. Is a weird thing. I don't hate Lulu, even though she has all the character traits that I normally couldn't stand. And I think it's due to the fact that while she's completely bossy, you never get the feeling that has anything. You get the feeling that she would never say anything that she knows would stick with you. You know? Does that make any sense? Like she would like the way that she calls Malroth like uncultured and basically says all this shit about him. I don't think she would actually say anything that would actually actively hurt his feeling. Malroth doesn't care. Then again, it's kind of hard to hurt Malroth's feelings because he just isn't permanently give no shits mode. I'm wondering if we should collect these vines now. We have no use for them even since they're right here. So let's collect these cords. And you see, Malroth is down there helping us, like the good boy he is. What the hell? What is this? Look at this. What is that? That's something that we need to explore at a later. Malroth, you made a noise and it frightened me. I can't lift it with my gloves. Oh well, let's stop procrastinating. Let's keep moving. This way, Kiki Kitty's nearly there. I want a Hammerhead plushie. These guys are cute. What did I think of the 24-hour stream last night? I missed most of it. Well, a large chunk of it. I wouldn't say most, because I was at work. But I don't know if you saw it. I came in at the tail end of it, and I am more than certain that I don't know. I have this really bad habit of just getting Jacob's streams demonetized by virtue of me making my racial jokes, because I love racial jokes so much. Yeah, it was me. I think at the last hour, or I think the last hour or 3 hours, or I think it was 3 hours. Me, Damien, and Fish Stick on a Stick came on Jacob's stream on the 24-hour stream. Like Jacob really needed some help because he was like half dead because he was so tired. The dude is a badass too, by the way. Like I don't want to play like, oh, Jacob couldn't finish without us. Like, no, it's just that he was trying his best to fight off the urge to just go into a coma. Like he's got more intestinal fortitude than I do. All that to raise up money for his movie production, Grey Sea. Oh yeah, and I got to meet the director of Grey Sea, and he was an asshole because he didn't say how great I was. What's a place like this doing on a desert island? We accidentally skipped some parts. Okay, let's go back and do this the legit way. Come on, guys. Prepare yourself. I'm gonna Naruto run at you and beat you into submission. There's no escape now, swindler. You sneaky scallywinkel swindler. Now hand over that bivalve, and no one gets hurt. Oh, bivalve, as in, you know, surely a noble lady can prevent a hungry hammerhead or half-scarf leftovers. I'll tolerate no excuses. Stealing is stealing, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I've got to steal that scallywink especially for me. Now give it back, you horrible, hoary... Hoary? Hermit? I don't need to slut shame. Oh, jeez. Ah, yes, Augusta. And it just so happens that I've been waiting for a builder to rock up here for a long time. Oh, so very long time. Someone tried to make a Jacob Exposed video. Really? Oh, where is it? I'd like to see it. Jacob Sherwood. What the fuck? That's actually another Jacob Sherwood on YouTube. It looks like a... It looks like a non-British person though. Jacob, sure. Where is it? I would like to watch it. Oh wait, how do you know she's a builder? Oh, you're an observant one, aren't you? Why, the reason I pitched that scrumptious scallywaggle winkle, it was to wake your fine friend up here. Look around you, Augusta. This temple has been laying for this sorry state longer than I recall. If you're the builder I believe you to be, then perhaps you can fix it. Everything you'll need to rebuild this temple is right here in these chests. But a fresh-faced builder like you might find that going a bit difficult with a blueprint as a guide. Oh my god, you conniving old codger. If you think we're gonna fix your house for free, you got another thing coming. Anyway, where's the blueprint? I can't wait to change my hair. I don't know, the pigtail look just does not suit Augusta. She's a hard and... No, then again... No, she's like a weirdo from a foreign country, from foreign land. That's kind of like... plays polka music and whatnot, so maybe the pigtails works. Yes, I am incredible. But your father moved it to the block. To tell the truth, you just saying everything with the finished job. Yeah, excuse me, excuse you, I know how to do this. I went to school to be a builder, okay? Well, not really, but... Yes, dandy, wonderful. Now let's focus on the task at hand, shall we? They tried to archive a live equipment test when he was tired and aggravated due to didn't actually make it through, so he just said he would. What? No, it didn't actually make it though? Oh. I mean, I don't really see how that's a... Yeah, Jacob gets snippy sometime when he's aggravated. I mean, that's not really a secret. I mean, if he came off as even like a little bit more snippy than usual, then I guess he was just in a bad mood. And if the guy, like I said, Jacob's the kind of guy where if you have agreements with him, you can like approach him and actually like address it, and he'll most likely try to make amends. I think he'll build me a palace next. That should be any trouble for an expert like you. That's one thing though. How did you come to the blueprint in the first place? Wait, I think I know the answer. That big book on your back has everything you need to know about building inside. You're busted now, Augusta. The secret's out. You might as well let me read it. You won't? Why not? What's the matter, Augusta? You've got all red. Don't tell me. You have a mucky magazine sandwiched between the pages, don't you? Muckiness doesn't matter to me. A quick wipe down with a damp cloth and it'll be good as... Yep. Another reason why I love this series. They don't even try. They don't even try to hide these jokes. No metaphors. Mucky magazine. Right down the wet washcloth. Damn, Mara don't give a fuck. Oh dear. As I thank you for your hard work, I'd like to give you a little present. Here, you deserve it for doing a cracking job that you did. We have a hammer! Finally! It's about time. A silly old hammer, I thought you were gonna give me back my breakfast. That's not really a gift, now is it, Lulu? That's just him returning what he took from you. Well, if any tool could have a builder, with that hammer in your hand, you can break the block of blocks you could before. You can gather more materials. I have another Coca Court gift for you, Augusta. I'm sure you'll like this one. I'll give you this island, all of it, every last block. What? You're giving her this entire island? All she did was repair the temple. The world was once home to a legendary builder. They came to this island and turned it to their very own piece of paradise. But now everything is crumbling away, and all that remains is the ancient builder's belief, embedded in the rocks beneath us. I have long awaited for another builder to come, one who will bring life back to this barren land, block by block. And you want Augusta to here to do all the hard work? We don't even know what... And you want Augusta here to do all the hard work? We don't even know what we're supposed to build. And we don't know who you are either. I bet this island isn't even yours to give away. It certainly is mine, and I'll have you know that I am the guardian spirit of the island, and what I say here goes. Well, looks like you just become a proud owner of this private island, Augusta. Are you gonna take the offer? If you accept, do you mind if I stay here? I don't really have anywhere else to go. I'll stick around here too, at least until I got my memory back, I mean, if that's okay with you. What do you say, Augusta? Will you take this island? It's just strong good offer? No, screw you. Nah, that's... I knew you'd make the right decision. Now we can begin work on Lulutopia. The first thing I want is a pounce. Malroth, I need you to... Lulutopia? Oh, don't think so. And now, today we establish Malroth's empire of evisceration. Right, Augusta? And she can be our first sacrifice. Oh, I love these two so much. Hey, young stars, this island belongs to Augusta. You should leave the big decisions up to her. Now, Augusta, if you're itching to try that giant mallet of yours, come up here and see what you can break down this wall behind me. That's an absolutely smashing treasure I think that you'll be very interested in. That is for me to determine, old man. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Get rid of all this dirt. All of the dirt, get rid of it. Ho-ho, what is this? Can I break this? Not yet. Oh, these are cool. Damn, they make my stuff look like shit. You call that treasure? Looks like a tatty old notice board to me. It may not seem like a notice to Train 9, but that notice board is actually a portal to which a dimension may peek through other dimensions. I'll spread it more native, but for now, you into the portal, marvel at the marvelous things you see. Yeah, we can actually look at other people's creations, and let me tell you something, there are a lot of good shit that people have made in this game and have shared. I haven't shared anything myself because my stuff is absolute wank. Okay, let's take a gander at some of these beautiful pictures. Okay, let's see. Catching fish for the first time. This person made a whole fucking town. Man, oh, look at that. How am I supposed to compete with this? Papi. Oh, come on. Look at the... Oh, it's breathtaking, isn't it? What's going on over here? Oh, wow. That won't last for long. Like, that looks like a fortified defense against that thing, but it's really not. Okay, raining fire. What? You can light those things on fire? Well, I know what I'm going to be doing at some point. Okay. There's a lot for me to digest here, but I mean, a lot of this is spoilers, so we're just gonna... Do you like what you saw, youngins? This game reminds me of Banjo-Kazooie because every character has a speech problem or a weird way of saying things. Yeah, kind of. They expose them with a nose burn, share them with the world. The English translations of Dragon Quest have the tradition of like adding these weird character quirks in their speeches. I don't know if they exist within the text of the original. Like, it kind of emphasizes the lighthearted nature of the series, but to me, I actually think it's an improvement. That's a weird thing. Say cheese. Yep, we can open up the menu and we can take some snapshots of areas that we find. But for now, we're going to focus on the important things. I like your notice board. It's part of Mapper's Paradise, isn't it? As long as you find those boards nearby, you can flout that swallows of space and observe the work of others as you desire. And you can put your creation into play for a build of view. Half of that was complete gibberish to me, but it helps that you have to build a path of my dreams. I'm all for it. Speaking of which, I can't see you making much progress anytime soon. There's one rather big stumbling block that's getting in the way. It's this island. There's hardly any raw materials, and I don't think a master builder could ever contemplate constructing a castle without a scattywinkles of kelp. Well, you don't know how good I am, bitch. Yeah, we're gonna basically be selling out to get materials. In place of the last game where we're basically have to use teleportals, like you can, this island acts as a hub area. There were no real hub areas in the original game, or in the first game. Well, no hub areas at all. You do one chapter and you move on to the next, and this island right here, the Island of Awakening, exists as a hub area to teleport us to, or so we can like rest up, bring material from other islands and then take them back here so we can make use of it. We'll see soon enough. Yeah, so we're gonna be going off to an island soon. Hold on. You're right there. That's right. The only the only ship with actually surrounded edges and whatnot. So you know it actually moves through the water. I can't help be curious. I don't know, because the lead developer of Dragon Quest II unfortunately left. You know, went off to greener pastures. And I'm wondering if, on the off chance that there's ever going to be a Dragon Quest Builders 3, and we're actually going to be able to like do a Minecraft and you know, swim the 7 seas. Because I remember that's something I loved about Minecraft when I played it when I was younger, is being able to sail out and venture out to other islands to find materials. Although that was a double-edged sword, because one time I was like trapped on a small little island. I made like into a paradise, and I decided to sell out to find another island to build materials, and I could not find my home base anymore. It was quite tragic. I don't even talk about Minecraft anymore. Hold on, I want to skip up these stairs again. What consoles play this game? It's on the PS4 and the Switch and nothing else, unfortunately. So if you're a PC gamer, sorry. We wanted this on PC too, and for some reason they said no. I just like skipping up these steps so much. Another place to skip. Dandy. But let's go talk to this bearded homeless man. Wait a minute. Where is it? I think it's in an area that we're not allowed to go yet. So, we're gonna talk to this bearded homeless man here. And Marov, I appreciate you trying to help, but you gotta... Ahoy there, me briny bilge rats! I haven't heard a human seen phantoms. The name's Brownbeard. I be painting this ocean blue, minding the bees' knees, and I sail around the right path of the children of Hargard slave ships. I managed to avoid them, but only by steering into a terrible storm. By the time I realized my map was in front, I was already struck in the coffee stain. I tried to turn back, but I was lost at sea, and that's when I eyed this island on the port bow and punted over. So what's your story? How did you win whippersnappers in? Oh yeah, it's I think it's on sale at the moment, so you should be able to get a cheaper price than I did. This is the deluxe edition, and the deluxe edition is every DLC, and it cost me like $80. Sorry, just stretching. Littletopia sounds like a lovely place for landlubbers like yourselves. A safe haven for the salty sea dog like me. Goddess knows only what have been on me right inside on the shores. Goddess only knows what this guy's talking about. Tell you what, if you let me stick around, I'll be your chauffeur. I'll ship you off to any island from here to the second state on the map's backside. At least I'll try. You know, these oceans like the back of me neck. I don't know me neck at all, but if you hear the islands, hear of any islands, I'll be happy to ferry you over. Well, your boat's on the spit on the small side, but it looks like a decent neck. I say we have ourselves a deal. Oh, everything is dropping into place. Well, let's find Captain will take you to nearby islands. I'm sure you'll find plenty of materials that'll be able-bodied helpers to bring back. Yeah, so we are going to be venturing out to find stuff to add to our farm. Like yeah, here it is. To Fallowfield. Okay. So we're going to be putting our stuff in the storage stack for now. Yeah, Lulu's not coming because she's, yeah, the whole everyone dying on a shipwreck thing. Because YouTube is run by fucking morons who have no comprehension of how people interact with each other. Yeah, she's not like this is kind of like a Rydia thing where she's afraid of fire at the first beginning of the game. Lulu never does come with us. Yeah, so we're off to our first adventure, and this is where we're gonna call it quits. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. That was the first portion of the game. Now we finally got all the talking and chatting out of the way. We can focus on actually getting things done. I like how Malrov just sits on the So, the Lord of Destruction has befriended a builder. No, Malrov isn't a builder. What are you talking about? And we just met. I don't know if you're calling my friend. Oh, you said Lord of Destruction. I thought you said Lord of Construction. Destiny moves in mysterious ways. Neither men nor monsters can escape its influence. Okay. This is not being to be on the screen this long. But now is the time of creation. Build to your heart's content, young builder, while we await the day of awakening. Yep, that's certainly what it says. Alright, I'd like to move on now. This is one problem that the game... there's only one who can save the world from oblivion. Malrov, the Lord of Destruction. When's the next stream going to happen? Probably tomorrow. I don't really have anything better to do outside of like getting my room finally in order. I'm going to be probably cleaning up all day tomorrow, but well, you know, when I take a break from that, I'll probably be streaming. However long this lasts. I don't know if I'm necessarily going to be streaming this tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe I'll do something else. Something that is a lot more involved and I can actually get people interested in this. Because this is a game that's really for a specific demographic. I love this game because I like Minecraft and I love Dragon Quest. So it appeals to me, but not everyone else. Everyone wants their psychos and their damn shooters and their Fortnites and the Battle Royale or whatever it's called. So we are here. We're here at last. The Harry Hermit's got nerve sending us all the way out here on a boat like this. The way he is listening side to side may have been made here at all. Well, listen, no listen, it sounds like you're safe inside. You're safe to okay. A bit. Come on. I'm drinking too much seawater. Alright, well, let's go right away. Next time. Yes. So, I will catch you guys on the flip side. And this is the first... I like how... Every time I used to do the older videos, like... The video suddenly cut out a little bit because for some reason it wouldn't show the save screen. But I can actually show the save screen now, so this is awesome. But yeah, I will catch you guys on the flip side. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. What little time there is left of it. And y'all stay safe and stay tuned for the next installment. We're going to actually get shit done and learn about farming. That'll be useful. Ta-ta. Great, now I'm done with this stupid thing.